Are you sometimes losing power and have an inconsistency of strike? If this is you, keep watching, because in this video I'm going to show you exactly the thing that could be causing both of these issues. I'm going to explain exactly what you need to do and give you a drill to work on that could potentially improve both of these things. So, sound good? Excellent. So let's get stuck into this. This is Nick Does Golf. Hey golfers, welcome back to Nick Does Golf, the YouTube channel designed for me to pass on my experiences onto you guys to help you improve your game. So, is it you that is lacking power? If so, keep watching this video because I'm going to show you and help you to understand why your swing may be inefficient and causing you to have a lack of power and an inconsistency of strike. So, let's jump straight in and have a look at this. So, one of the biggest contributors to power and consistency of strike is your lead arm and what that does throughout the whole of the golf swing. Now your lead arm is your left arm if you are right-handed and obviously vice versa if you're left-handed. What this does throughout the golf swing is pivotal to both of these factors. As your arm is connected to your body, you want them ideally to work together as you go throughout the whole of the swing. Now one of the things that I only realised probably 4 or 5 years ago was that my arm at the top was bent. It wasn't straight. Now if you look at all the tour players, the majority of them when they get to the top, their lead arm is dead straight. Now this is going to create a hell of a lot more consistency than if you were to start straight here and bend there. So I'm going to delve a little bit deeper into this and into different sections of the swing, and you need to pay attention because you might be doing some of this throughout your swing. So one of the common things that I see at address for a right-hander is that their right arm is straighter than their left. You do not want this. It does make sense for this to happen because your right hand is lower than your left on the grip. So I can see why that happens, but this is your lead arm. You want this to be more dominant than your right hand. This is what is going to create a consistent arc for your swing, not your right arm. So if you were to have this straight, you can get into a nice solid position there with your right hand being nice and relaxed on the club, your right elbow being tucked into your side. So from here you can see the chest and the sternum working back together rather than your right arm pulling away and my chest hardly moving. So make sure you check that and see if you are doing one of these things. Once I get to this position here, I'm going to maintain this arm structure here and take it to the top. As you can see, my left arm is straight from there. Now I'm not the most flexible of people, but this creates a hell of a lot of torque through here, through your shoulder, through your lat and through your tricep. This is what you want. This is how you're going to get more power and more structure in your golf swing to get that ball out there. Now if you were to take it from here and bend, you can see that there is a lack of width between the club and my right shoulder. This is probably one of the biggest causes for a lack of power. So why is this? Well, this is because the radius of your arc changes as you take it back. So if I was to do it with a really straight arm, you can see that the radius of the circle stays the same all the way through. And I can come back to the ball and hit it exactly on point. Whereas, if I was to have a slightly bent elbow, the chances of it changing throughout the swing are very high. So slightly bent from here, take it back to there. As you can see, there's a break down here and a lack of width. Now from here, I could do a hell of a number of things. I could straighten it out, catch the ball or catch the turf behind the ball, causing a fat. I could even get a little bit narrow in here and cause me to hit the top of the ball. There's a whole host of things that could happen and we don't want this. So having a straighter left arm leads to more consistency and allows me to set the club properly. So if I was to take it back to this position here, from there I can set the club in a good position. I can create a right angle here. Now if you simply cannot do that because you are inflexible, that's not a problem. As long as you get the club in a decent position on the way back and get it to a decent position at the top, even if you do have a lack of flexibility in your wrist, that's not a problem. You're going to be in better stead than you would if you were to bend your arm. So there's a great drill that you can do both in practice, and you can even do this at home, and I do this all the time. So you're going to grip the right hand on the metal part of the club. Then from here you're going to set it to your halfway back point. From there, all you're going to do, have your left arm straight, and you're going to turn your shoulders from there, keeping that left arm nice and straight. As you can see, I've created a hell of a lot of width, which is going to be your power source as you come back down into the ball. As you can see, it makes everything work as one. You've got your power source in your left arm, which is certainly going to help deliver it into a better position at the top, and for you to ultimately come back down into a nice position on your downswing. So let's give that a go. So you're going to do your drill first, set it at this position here, and then rotate back through. Then put it on the ball. So lead arm is your focus. You can feel the better strike there is, the more power you have, this is exactly the sort of stuff that you need. But if you're one of these people thinking, yes Nick, but I'm really not that flexible, well, I've got you covered. So if you have a lack of flexibility, this isn't a problem. You have two options. You either get more flexible, or you can focus on this. So having a little bit of a bend in your arm isn't much of a problem if you can get to this position here. As soon as your elbows get further away, you're going to inhibit the amount of space that you have here. If you can keep these elbows as close as you can, this is going to help have a little bit more structure to that bent arm, which therefore you can deliver to a much better position on the way down, creating a better range of motion with your radius, therefore increasing your power and also your consistency of strike. So your lead arm plays a pivotal role in the golf swing for both power and consistency. So you need to be checking this, because this could be a major fault which is holding you back from increasing your distance and also increasing your strike. So if you can straighten that lead arm, it's going to create a hell of a lot more torque through your shoulder, lat and tricep. This is going to increase your power and your distance. Also try that drill, it certainly works out for me, and I do it on a regular basis to make sure that everything stays connected and I keep my lead arm straight. If you physically can't do that, no problem, you have two options: get more flexible, or focus on the top point of your backswing by keeping your elbows as close together as you can. So I hope this is giving you food for thought in order for you to revitalise, re-energise your golf swing, especially if you're lacking distance and your ball striking is a little bit inconsistent. Golfers, if you have liked this video, give it a thumbs up, ding, and drop a like on the video. Also drop a comment down below as well. Let me know if this has worked for you or you're willing to give it a go, because you are generating hardly any power, nothing like you normally do, and your ball striking is a little bit off. So let me know how you get on. If you've enjoyed it that much, check out some of my other videos and also hit the subscribe button down below. I'd really appreciate the support on my golfing journey on YouTube. Also hit the bell for those notifications, because every time I upload a new video you will get notified and you'll be the first one to see it. Of course, I have my social media platforms. It is @NickDoesGolf on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok, so you can follow me on everything that I do on a daily and a weekly basis. I really hope you found this video informal and insightful to help you regenerate your swing, create more power and hit some better golf shots. Thanks very much for watching guys, and see you all very soon.